Good evening and welcome to the Den. Welcome to Vype Live as we are here live and about to watch some incredible basketball by two phenomenal 5A basketball juggernauts in the state of Texas. These two teams are absolutely ready to go tonight if the last matchup had anything to do with it. My name is Matthew Lorenz and I am joined here by Sean St. Clair, the photographer for the evening. So super glad that you're here with me, Sean. I appreciate it, man.
It's good to be back.
Absolutely. Good to have you back as well, too.
Thanks.
So
it's been a long time, my friend.
Been a while since you've been in this gym, right?
It has been. In fact, it was a year ago. Last time I was broadcasting with you was the end of the season last year when the Lady Panthers bowed out gracefully, but with a lot of fight. So it's a good time to be back with this juggernauts, these two teams who do not like each other. It's as you mentioned, a bitter rivalry, and typically the top two teams, cream of the crop in their particular district, battling out tonight to see who can either stay having a firm grasp on the number one spot, or perhaps the Lady Panthers can bring it back and avenge the loss they had back in December, that heartbreaking loss, two-pointer buzzer beater where the Grizzlies won, and ultimately avenge that loss and maybe move into a first-place tie for the lead.
Right. Yeah, Liberty Hill, they're on a great 7-game streak right now at home, while Glenn is on a 14-game win streak away. So that's going all the way back to last season. One of those two streaks are about to end tonight, though. Liberty Hill Panthers welcome the Glenn Grizzlies here tonight in the Den. Now, both squads will be entering this one on the heels of big victories. One was a proper cat fight when Liberty Hill took on Lockhart Lions on Tuesday. Liberty Hill claimed a resounding 66-19 victory over Lockhart. Given the Panthers' advantage in Max Prep's Texas basketball rankings, they're ranked number 7th, while the Lions, they were ranked 799th. Wow. So the result wasn't entirely unexpected. Meanwhile, Glenn was fully in charge on Tuesday, breezing past Lehman 60-28, with the Grizzlies ahead 40-9 at the half. So the game was all but already over with at halftime. Liberty Hill has been performing incredibly well recently, as they've won 21 of their last 22 matches, which provided a nice bump to their 29-2 record for the season. As for Glenn, their win brought their record now to 29-3. Liberty Hill couldn't quite finish off Glenn in the previous meeting back in December, like you'd mentioned, and they fell 45-43. The question is, will Liberty Hill have more luck at home instead of on the road? Or will Glenn's hot guard, which was Libby Lee, will she keep the bank open and make another half-court shot at the end of the game? It was nothing less than fireworks the last time these two powerhouse teams faced off, and I expect nothing less tonight, Sean. It ought to be a great matchup between these two, but maybe it won't come down to the very last second shot.
I agree. Well, as we mentioned, this is a juggernaut. The last 4 times these teams have met, or I should say 3 times this season and twice last year, these were all-out slugfests. Not a lot of points scored by either team, and as you mentioned, it was the last-second buzzer beater that allowed the Grizzlies to catapult themselves to the victory. Both teams pride themselves on stellar defense, and if you look at it, the points allowed for Liberty Hill is 32 points per game for their opponents. Grizzlies aren't that far behind, where they allow a whopping 38 points for their competitors. Key thing, though, is, again, defense is critical. I think turnovers and making your shots when you've got an open shot, converting turnovers into points. And as we saw last game, Matt, I know Liberty Hill missed a few very precious free throws down the stretch that could have extended their lead and got them the victory. So I think those are critical keys to tonight's outcome. Who's going to take care of the ball? Who's going to play solid defense? But when you have opportunities to put the ball in the buckets, whether from the charity stripe or in the half-court set, who's going to do that and be able to convert to come out on top?
Wow, it's really nice having you here. Another voice. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Really appreciate that and all the research you've already done for these two. So, listen, it's well, there's no doubt about it. It's the largest crowd that the Panthers have seen all season. It was pretty packed in Glen. We traveled very well. And it was amazing how many people showed up, and there was a lot of people that we had listed on the URLs that were online as well watching. So it was a big-time game. There were reporters from the not only the television stations but also the local newspapers. They were all there ready to watch a really good basketball game, and I imagine they'll show up tonight as well because this one matters. This one matters most. It's towards the end of the season, and both teams are hot. Hey, I want to say thank you very much to our sponsors, ASP Storage, the Best of Texas Landscape, Globe Theater, and the Standard on Vaughn. Appreciate you guys being our sponsors, not only just for tonight and bringing this broadcast to all the people at home, but all season long, not only for the girls here, the Lady Panthers, but also for the boys too. Thank you very much for everything that you do for the community and how you treat these athletes. And we just say, if you're listening right now, you need storage, well, it's called ASP Storage. Let's hear from them really quick.
The Lindquist family. Over 40 years living in Burnet, Georgetown, Leander, and Liberty Hill. With a family history of business ownership in the area, Scott and Laura Lindquist continue the family heritage with ASP Storage. ASP Storage offers open-air units, covered units, and pull-through units on their storage property in Bertram, Texas. ASP Storage, 3269 County Road 321 in Bertram, Texas. Call 512-528-9044 or online at aspstorage.com. ASP Storage. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, that's ASP Storage. So, again, if you need storage or anything like that this upcoming winter, be sure and hit them up, and they will absolutely help you out and store some of your goods and home goods and things like that around the house. So, we're about to have the national anthem. The officials are here on the court. Looks like the Grizzlies showing up in the kind of the dark uniforms. Looks like it's a dark blue, super dark blue with white lettering, white numbering, and it's striped around maybe on the outside outlined in red. And so that's their school colors. They look sharp. And of course, the home team, the Lady Panthers, are dressed in their white with their super sharp purple Nikes. And they've got the purple striping down the side and gold numbers. So excited about tonight as the announcer starts to say hello to the crowd, and we'll get the national anthem going, and we will hear and see the starters come onto the court. Cheer them on. Yeah, there's a good crowd, not only on the visiting side, but of course you'll be able to see the camera work on the home side. There's a lot of Panther fans in the stadium right now want to cheer on this team as two very good basketball teams about to come out together. They're going to announce everybody on the team, and then they'll announce the starters for the Grizzlies. Starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Number 20, Marissa Hernandez, 5'4" senior. Number 23, sophomore, Libby Lee. She's 6 foot tall, and she was the game winner last time that these two played. 24, Somo Okolo, the senior, 6'1". Then number 40 comes into the game. And then number 50 is Carly Williams. I didn't get didn't have a number for number 40. And I never did get another number for her, so I apologize, crowd, for that, but I'll just call her number 40. This is a Liberty Hill strong crowd listening on the microphone right now, so give a shout-out to Michaela Hay, Josie Perkins. She's been shooting great on the outside. That left-handed shot's awesome. Number 12, Caitlin Olds. Lexi Glenn, number 14, has been playing very well, too. Surprisingly, I hadn't seen Brooke Schneider a lot this year, but she's been playing great, what I've seen her come in. Julia Ortiz, the wrestler. Fallon Stroop, number 24, strong presence. Boy, the future looks bright with this one. Kaylin Earps and Audrey Richardson together down low is going to be a deadly force for this Lady Liberty Hill Panther team.
Well, this is definitely a deep team, Matthew. They just have a good pipeline of ladies coming up from middle school into the freshman ranks.
Yep. Here's Gabby Mundy, the senior, the point guard. Reagan Robbins, number 3, outside shooter. Evie Bruce just hit 1,000 points a couple of games ago, so very good that she's coming into the game, looks super healthy, comes over and gives the coach a high five. And Lindsey Bullock and Renee Stemmons with a big-time high five up top as she throws something into the crowd. Not sure what that was. But you can tell the Panthers are pretty jacked up, ready to play. They seem very excited tonight. So energy levels, you can feel it in the air, can't you?
You definitely can, yes. There's definitely an electric vibe going on. And here, for those of us around the Austin, Central Texas area, we know this has been a frigid week. Some snow on the ground for a couple days early in the week, but it is definitely warm in here tonight, not just because of the climate-controlled temperature, but you can tell there's a lot of passion from both crowds and certainly from both teams. I'm sure we'll have another knockdown drag-out tonight. It looks to be another slugfest for sure.
All right, official's going to tip it up here and get a it's going to be Okolo going to go against Bruce on the tip ball as the officials throw it up. He's actually the shortest one in the circle. I think it's going to be. I can't say too much about height, so I take it easy.
Got to wear your lifts around these ladies. You got some height.
It's controlled by the Grizzlies, so it'll be Panther basketball on any tie. Big shot on the outside. Really, they just let her just stay wide open as they allowed number 50, Carly Williams, to just shoot it from the outside with no pressure whatsoever.
It's a good block out. One and done. Gabby with the rebound, and she's moving the offense.
Bruce with the rebound, knocks it in for 2. For the first 2 points of the game, the Panthers lead.
Gabby went strong into the hole, and it's a good follow-up by Bruce on the missed shots. Another one and done.
Big rebound there by Stemmons, and a shot on the outside by Hernandez. Hit the backside of the rim, just didn't quite get there. Stemmons reaches out, grabs that one. Robbins gets it and always looks for somebody open. She's a good facilitator of the basketball. Glen Bench has got, they're a little bit rowdy right now, keeping it going at the beginning of this game.
They are. A little cross-court pass against the man-to-man zone.
Stemmons sees an outside shot and just buries it.
Great look. That skip pass beat the defense and created the open shot. Way to knock it down. Speaking of open shots, that was a good look.
Evie Bruce working down low, going against Okolo. Goes over on the right side. Okolo, great defense there by the Grizzlies as Bruce had a hard time coming back up and under on the right-hand side of that.
Yeah, she got good low post position, just couldn't knock it down.
Another just wide open shot that they're going to go ahead and just let Williams take. And it drew rim both times, just didn't look like it was ever going in. Didn't look like she's that comfortable shooting the three-pointer either.
And there's a lot of jump shots from the Grizzlies right now.
The official sees over the back by Okolo on Bruce. Oh, no, I don't know what that was. Okay, so maybe he thought that Bruce was backing down.
Think so. They got her for the offensive foul. But I like the aggressive nature of the Panthers so far. They're pushing the ball and looking down in the paint to try and get low post scores.
Big shout out to Coach Clary, who is helping us out online. Sorry, I had that at pre-game, but I thought I hit the one, but I guess I didn't push it hard enough. So, yeah, we're in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 25 seconds left, and you can just feel this is already a pressure game. You can just feel it. As Bruce jumps in, reaches over Okolo, slaps her arm for her second quick foul. So she went back-to-back fouls.
That could come back to bite him in a little bit, and just like that, we see a substitution. Liberty Hill is going to put Bruce on the bench, protect her from that third foul.
Kaylin Earps is a very strong player. She's a little bit young, sophomore, but she has been phenomenal the minutes that she has had in these games. So let's see what happens here against a very tough Okolo. Big shot on the outside, and she buries it there on the outside, and that's a big-time shot.
Well, they're not shy about shooting from beyond the arc.
No.
That's, I think, the third or fourth long-range jumper. They've knocked down 2-3 so far, and now they've got a one-point lead as a result.
Well, that was the senior Hernandez that buried that one. So she's seen plenty of three-point shots. Stemmons sees it from the outside. Doesn't draw a rim. Here comes a fast break over the top. It's Lee with the ball.
Mundy went for the steal, missed it.
Little backdoor pass, and all of a sudden now the Grizzlies taking a big-time three-point lead. I know it didn't take much to hear this crowd behind me. They're plenty loud. Okolo takes on Stemmons all the way down and blocks the ball.
It's a good block, but it's out on the Grizzlies. I think they touched it on the baseline, so it'll be Liberty Hill ball.
Kenny Mann came up out of his seat and came running down to the baseline and was not happy about that call as the official just stands and keeps a whistle in his mouth and says, okay, Panther basketball. Earps with the ball, back over to Mundy. She tries to make a move against Lee, goes up strong, and gets fouled. So she'll go to the line for two shots.
Mundy is definitely being aggressive. You like that dribble drive. Sometimes, when the defense converges, you like to see maybe later in the game she's going to dish it out to a wide-open teammate. But that was a good drive, taking it to the hole. She's got two shots from the line.
Caitlin Earps comes over, sophomore, shows the leadership, coming over and giving the senior a little high five and said, hey, it's all right. Get the next one. And she was right. Oh, it went half or three-quarters of the way down, then came back out of there. So missed both free throws to get the game started. She hasn't found 2 points yet. But as you know, just a good shooter. She'll definitely find those points.
Collapse defense created an open shot. The help defense caused that wide open look, and they knocked it down from the corner yet again. Another three-pointer by the Grizzlies.
Earps with a nice shot on the top of the key. Just hit the right-hand side. I don't know if she's the one that the Panthers want shooting three-pointers, but they got her shooting them. As well as number 50, Williams, didn't draw anything that time. Her third shot from the three-point line.
Again, they are not bashful about shooting it from long range, either of these teams. You'd like to see a little more dribble drive, though, and get to the hole.
That's Robbins. I thought that's exactly what she's going to do, right on your call. Little dribble drive. But Mundy decides to shoot it, and Gabby Lee reaches across and knocks it out of the air. Does a little Euro step and gets bumped by Earps on the way to the rim. So that's going to be a foul on Earps, and her first foul, and a first time to the line for Libby Lee. Check that, Libby Lee, number 23.
It's a great move, and the Grizzlies are doing a great job of pushing the ball, pushing the pace, getting the ball down courts. Liberty Hill's got to do a better job of getting back on defense and stopping those easy layups. Talked about free throws. That could be the determining factor right now. Both teams are struggling from the line.
Second one goes up, and then hits the back of the rim and goes in. So that brings your score 5-12 with 2:45 left in the first quarter. This is not a position and a spot that you've seen the Panthers at all season, behind in the first quarter. Almost always come out of the gates leading, and usually going into the half leading as well, but right now it's definitely been cold for the Panthers.
Gabby was directing traffic, but I don't know if you could see it from the screen. We got it, not a great camera angle, but not a lot of movement from the Lady Panthers. She's directing traffic, trying to get low post folks to set back screens, and it may be a pick and roll for her, but not much movement by the ladies in white.
Nice defense there by Hernandez, the starter. Kind of kept Bullock from penetrating. In goes Mundy and gets fouled. Looks like it's going to be on 23, Libby Lee.
And that was a shooting foul, so Mundy back to the line, shooting another two. Let's see if she can knock these down.
Good rotation.
It's a good stroke.
Good follow through, yeah. That was good. Keep that up, and should be making a bunch more of them. Second one doesn't touch anything but the bottom of the net.
That ends a 9-0 run by the Grizzlies. Pulls the Panthers back within 5. A minute 44 left to go in the first.
So it was rebounded by the Grizzlies, but then stolen away by Mundy as Robbins drives to the bucket and gets hammered. So miss aggressive tonight.
Yeah.
Takes it to the hole.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Aggressive is definitely the nature. These ladies are fearless, taking the ball to the rack. Getting hacked here and there, but again, it's a lot easier to shoot two standing still 15 feet away than it is a hand in your face. Of course, I say that. Got to knock them down.
She's a very good free throw shooter. She'll make the second one.
Might have jinxed it. There it is.
4-point game, 1:30 left in the first quarter. That last foul was on Hernandez. That's her second foul.
Grizzlies moving the ball side to side. A lot more movement without the ball than we've seen lately.
Okolo takes a jump shot from the three-point line and buries it.
Wow. Great shot.
I don't think anybody expected that to really happen from the three-point line for her. Bullock with a nice baseline move, takes it all away, and then doesn't draw a rim on that one.
Grizzlies running again, looking to push. Good job by the Panthers getting back on D. Looks like they were in a matchup zone, it looked like, but now man-to-man.
A little bit of bottom side help. There's 30 seconds left in this first quarter. There was an attempt and a pass down below to number 25, Riley Brown, the junior, and she just couldn't get hold of that one.
They had the backdoor cut. The pass was just a little bit errant, and that gives the Lady Panthers a chance to hold for one shot. 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Gabby does a smart thing. She pulls it out. Got 5 seconds to shoot. Got to move.
All right, well, that ended a very exciting first period. So we'll head into the second, and we'll hear from a sponsor first, though. Thank you very much for joining us on Vype Live.
Bertram, Texas, a hometown hideaway established in 1935, blends modern conveniences with historic Art Deco architecture. The Globe Theater now features live music, classic movies, and special events. Come out for the day, the night, or the weekend. This is a must-see destination in the Hill Country. Globe Theater, 132 West Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. Online at globetheatertx.com.
All right, so thank you again to our sponsors, all of these sponsors, ASP Storage, Best of Texas Landscape, the Standard on Vaughn, and you just heard from Globe Theater. So thank you so much for sponsoring again. And here we go. We are now entering into the second period as these games seem to go pretty fast. You won't see a tremendous amount of substitutions from either team, best I can remember. Even on the first time that these two met, it was all hands on deck to try to win that game, and I think the same thing's going to apply this time.
Yeah, definitely. Liberty Hill has the much deeper bench, and I think that was evidenced last season as well. I think the Grizzlies may have subbed one or two players beyond the starting five, but you're right. Keep your marquee players in as long as you can.
Big shot by Robbins on the outside. Hits the front of the rim and bounces off. She goes in for a rebound, but it's controlled by Libby Lee and the Grizzlies.
It's a great look by Gabby. Again, driving to the lane, hitting her open shooter, just couldn't knock it down.
Okolo tries a nice post move and just can't quite put it in. She tried to turn her body towards the inside of the lane, and nice looking jump shot. I can only imagine she's probably going to the next level. As you know, Gabby Mundy is. She's going to the next level to play basketball and out of state. Nice pass all the way over to Stemmons. Stemmons sees it, splashes home a three-pointer in the corner.
She slung shot that, whipped it all the way across court. Great open look, driving the lane and then knocking down the shots. We're seeing a lot of long-range shooting tonight, Matthew.
Yeah.
Both teams.
Here's another one, and just right on cue. And certainly Carly Williams, the senior, 5'10 senior, number 50, will get it going here pretty soon, as that's her fourth attempt at a three-point. And two of them hit rim, two of them have not. So good pass right into Earps. Earps is dribbling, I should say. And the official says, okay, that's enough for a jump ball, and it's going to be possession to the Grizzlies. In comes Lexi Glenn and Josie Perkins. And these are the two guards that have been coming in throughout the season and been given a little bit of relief to Robbins and also to Lindsey Bullock. And they're good shooters as well, a little younger, so the future looks bright Williams with the ball in her hand, looking for a little bit of help. Tries to set a screen for Lee at the top, but Okolo gets it. Hits a three-pointer at the top of the key to bring the score 18-11, a 7-point lead by the Grizzlies as they are in full command here in this first half.
Grizzlies are going to live and die by the long-range shot tonight. We can see that already, and they've knocked down a lot, which has allowed them to extend this lead to 7 yet again.
The passing out front has caused another turnover, and Okolo goes with the left hand all the way to the bucket. Just taking over the game, as a matter of fact, Okolo does, as they keep passing the ball outside and not penetrating and getting it in.
Yeah, that was a careless pass, and yet again.
And another turnover. I'm not sure if Coach Lang feels like a timeout is necessary or not, but he's not going to take it.
Well, there's a lot of one-on-one ball going on right now with the Lady Panthers. Got to get back to setting screens, movement in the paint, and looking for the open teammate.
Big slap by Okolo, and the official sees it. He's standing right there. So you can tell the visiting side doesn't like it. Coach Lang decides to call a timeout. I know he at least put his two hands together and then pulled away from it.
I think they subbed in
Richardson, yep.
Audrey Richardson. Give her a chance. First time we've seen her in the game. See if she can contribute. She's a force down low at 6'2". She's posting up, trying to get position to get the ball.
She's looking to set a lot of screens. There she goes. Now she's looking for it. Top of the key. And she just comes into the game and walks it out. Got a little happy feet.
A little bit.
Coach Mann is calling out the play to Libby Lee as she comes and dribbles around, pulls one from the top of the key. Easy rebound by Okolo, gets it. Then Gabby Mundy steals it and is fouled by Libby Lee.
Grizzly fans do not like that one, but I think it's a good call.
That's her second foul.
Got to say, though, that's great defense by the Grizzlies getting back. Gabby forced the issue, was aggressive, picked up her dribble, did a pivot and spin move. Officials got the Grizzlies with the hack on the arm.
Ariel Gopi, the sophomore, 5'4", comes into the game. I'm sorry about that. Blessing Lamar. It's 55, not 35. Blessing Lamar is her name. She comes in to take the spot of Williams.
Gabby went 1 for 2 from the foul line.
Timeout blue, so that looks like the official is going to call a full timeout, and we'll take it here with them. Thank you for joining us here at Vype Live.
The Standard on Vaughn, a beautiful restaurant located in the heart of Bertram, Texas, featuring a full mixology bar and menu offerings including hand-select and house-cut steaks. They also offer private party and event space. The Standard on Vaughn is the place to be. Open Wednesday through Saturday. Free live music every weekend. The Standard on Vaughn, 145 East Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. TheStandardOnVaughn.com.
All right, thank you for the Standard on Vaughn, and welcome back to Vype Live. It's Glenn basketball sideline out as they are about to get things going with score 22 to 12 against your Lady Liberty Hill Panthers with 4:03 left.
They did not waste a second shooting that ball. It was an air ball, went out of bounds. To the advantage of the Lady Panthers. See if they can cut into this double-digit lead.
Look at the offense, just standing. I mean, it's just standing. Now they work down. Lamar over Richardson, and Richardson just misses on the backside. You can see everything runs right through the two, which is going to be number 23 and 24. Always trying to get the ball over to him. Except for Hernandez is just red hot tonight. You dare leaving her alone. She's going to make it. I think that's her third three-pointer.
Yeah, again, they are not bashful about shooting from long range. Liberty Hill's got to do a better job of stepping out, fighting through screens to put a hand in a face.
Lamar stepped out too far, and the official saw that right in front of him. So that's going to be Lamar's number 55's first foul. Coach Mann, very good coach for the Grizzlies. Because he always seems to put them in the right spot. Big reach in. Richardson goes in for a second shot, misses it. Jump ball, and it's going to be Panther basketball, and he'll have it down at the baseline. So it's going to be baseline out, so it'll be a play called there by Coach Lang.
Richardson's getting some good looks. She's posting up and getting good position. She's just got to hit that turnaround. She's had two really good shots that were in and out. See if she can knock this one down, and there she goes.
She waited, set the screen there, and then she went ahead and released and got the ball in from out of bounds from Josie Perkins. Saw her. That was a design play to go to Richardson the whole way. It was beautiful.
It's good pass and good cut.
Colo looks to make a move on Richardson. Posts her up.
It's a walk. It's a good up and under move, but she picked up the pivot and put it down. Unfortunately, we're not in the NBA. You can only take two in girls high school basketball, my friends.
I love being over here on the visitor side. You can certainly hear the complaints. It would be a lot worse had it been a different score, but they are definitely happy right now with 11-point lead with 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
It's a vociferous crowd for sure, though. Very vocal, indeed.
Good save there by Lexi Glenn.
Yeah, it was. After a shot that came up short by Richardson. Grizzlies coach is a little bit fired up, we can see. Some calls not going his way.
So it's going to be Panther basketball over on the sideline as Gabby Mundy looks to throw it in. Little screen for Stemmons at the top of the key that gives it back to Mundy. The General's calling out a new play. See if she can get things going here in the den. If she can get 2 points. Good steal there by Glenn as she reaches down low. Good sweet move by Mundy on the inside. Knocks it in for two.
We are deep in the heart of Texas, my friend. This looks a lot like football going on right now. Or rugby. It's truly a grudge match. Both teams scrapping and fighting for the ball.
This Hernandez is got a dagger, though, on the outside tonight. She just threw up another dart, and it went in. So that's her 12th point. So now it's Williams back in the game against, you can see down low, Richardson, who, there she moves to the top, try to get a little screen action and rolls. Little jump shot by Mundy on the top in the middle of the lane, knocks it in for two. So it's a 10-point game with 50 seconds left in the first half.
Liberty Hill's got to do a better job of locking down on the outside shot. You can't continue to trade twos for threes.
Robbins is trying to check in. Got plenty of timeouts, but with 33 seconds left, Coach Lang's not called any so far.
Well, and also it looks like Grizzlies are content to hold the ball for the last shots. I say that, and then they don't. Wide open look yet again. The Grizzlies taking these shots, and the Panthers not stepping out to contest it.
About as good a girls basketball that I've watched all season right here. Good first half by the Grizzlies. There was a drive by Mundy with less than 3 seconds left in the half, and gets knocked out of bounds as she drives in. So now there's 1.4 seconds left on the clock. It'll have to be a quick shot no matter who shoots it.
Looks like Grizzlies subbing in.
Coach Mann gets Lang back in. Coach Mann, I should say, gets Lang back in.
Grizzlies subbed in for some defense as well and saved their star player from picking up a foul with 1 second left. But yeah, Matt, you're right. It's got to be a catch and shoot with 1.4 left.
No. Stemmons can't quite get that one off at all. So that ends the first period. That we're at halftime now, and your score is 31-18. Thank you for joining us here on Vype Live, as we'll be back after the sponsors and girls will come back out. But we'll take a little break. Thank you for joining us, though.
Best of Texas Landscaping Company, specializing in comprehensive landscape renovation and luxury outdoor living installations. A family and veteran-owned business, Best of Texas Landscapes has been at the forefront of the residential and commercial Austin landscaping industry since 2004. With deep roots in Texas, their team possesses a meticulous understanding of the local landscape, native plants, and the latest technology and trends, enabling them to craft personalized and efficient landscaping solutions. Their award-winning Austin landscape design team is complemented by trusted professional craftsmen and irrigation experts, ensuring every project is executed with exceptional quality and artistry. Services include grading, sprinkler systems, construction, and landscape and outdoor living installation, all designed to transform your space into a stunning outdoor sanctuary. Call Best of Texas Landscapes today, 512-260-1430, or online at bestoftexaslandscapes.com. The Hill Country home for over 40 years, living in Burnett, Georgetown, Leander, and Liberty Hill. With a family history of business ownership in the area, Scott and Laura Lindquist continue the family heritage with ASP Storage. ASP Storage offers open-air units, covered units, and pull-through units on their storage property in Bertram, Texas. ASP Storage, 3269 County Road 321 in Bertram, Texas. Call 512-528-9044 or online at aspstorage.com. ASP Storage. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook. Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, a hometown hideaway established in 1935, blends modern conveniences with historic Art Deco architecture. The Globe Theater now features live music, classic movies, and special events. Come out for the day, the night, or the weekend. This is a must-see destination in the Hill Country. Globe Theater, 132 West Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. Online at globetheatertx.com. Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, a hometown hideaway established in 1935, blends modern conveniences with historic Art Deco architecture. The Globe Theater now features live music, classic movies, and special events. Come out for the day, the night, or the weekend. This is a must-see destination in the Hill Country. Globe Theater, 132 West Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. Online at globetheatertx.com.
Started, yeah.
Today I did more today than I did those first 2 days.
Right.
Just catching up on a few things, you know.
Is this homework for you?
No,
Taking time?
not everything, but
himself on the head with his clipboard.
Well, the officials are back on to the court, basketball in hand, talking to a few people, and looks like we are going to be back in action here in just a couple of minutes. So, Sean, thank you again for joining us here tonight, and I appreciate you being here. What do you think that Coach Lang talked about in the locker room just a little bit ago?
Well, I don't know if the audience saw, but he was clanging his head with the clipboard. Surprised he didn't break it. So I don't know if that was a subliminal message to his ladies to maybe bang the boards a little bit more, but really they've got to get out on these wide open shooters. The Grizzlies are just shooting lights out from beyond the arc. So, again, we said this at the end of the first half. You can't trade 2s for 3s and down 13 points. You got a long road to hoe, especially if you cannot continue to put a body on somebody and prevent the Grizzlies from knocking down those 3s.
How about the senior Hernandez? She had to have had the high point for the half, as I believe she's got 12, and she just buried every three-pointer she put up. I don't remember her missing a ball. So, man, I mean, when you've got a good player like Lee and then you got somebody that can sit back like Hernandez and just shoot open three-pointers, you got it made.
Yeah, and the Grizzlies look content to let the Panthers dribble the ball way outside and do a one and done. But Gabby, nice move to create the open space and knock down the jumper from the baseline. It's a good way to start the second half if you're a Panthers fan.
Big shot by number 40. Goes halfway down. Rebounded by Okolo. Gives it back over to number 40 and knocks it in for 2. So we are just starting the third period, second half. 13-point lead by the Grizzlies. Nice pass down low by Bruce. Take advantage of it when you can, when you get wide open shots down below without Okolo blocking anything that's around. So ball misses, and Stemmons is looking for some points. Good steal there by Bullock as she looks to make the transition down the court to Bruce. Bruce makes a little bit of move, but then does a little jump step and right in front of the official and Coach Lang. It's a walk.
Good forced turnover by the Lady Panthers, but they turn it right back over to the Grizzlies with the travel by Bruce.
Colo drives hard to the rim. Bruce is right there to defend her. Blocks her out again, so good defense and good rebound and good block out by Bruce to make sure that she doesn't take advantage of an offensive board there, Okolo. So, nice pass down low. 2 Grizzlies on the ground, and a splash by Bullock on the outside.
A fortuitous bounce for the Lady Panthers. Good job of knocking down the 3 from the corner.
Lee sees something at the top of the key. Okolo goes in hard. Grabs the rebound, gets hammered by Stemmons, and banks it in off the glass for 2. She's going to go back to the line for an old-fashioned 3.
You're seeing the Grizzlies. I wonder if their coach made a comment at halftime about being more aggressive and getting the ball in the paint, because you've seen that all 3 possessions so far by the Grizzlies, getting the ball down low, and they've gotten a second chance shot each time. This time they put it back, got the foul and the three-pointer the old-fashioned way.
Robbins to Stemmons. Stemmons looks over, sees Bullock. Bullock started to shoot it, decided not to.
Nice
Robbins
kick
sees
out.
it right in the corner and then buries the three-pointer. So this side of the court's really hot for 3 points.
Both teams are looking to get the ball down low, and 2 times the last 2 possessions for the Panthers, they've got knocked down threes. Near backcourt there. Good save by the Grizzlies.
Okolo at the top of the key, hits the front of the rim, just banks off. First quarter, that thing goes in. Lee sees it from the three-point line and buries it. Good-looking three-point shot.
She is feeling it. Great ball movement, great hustle. Again, a second chance opportunity for the Grizzlies. They make the Panthers pay.
Bullock on the outside, buries the three-pointer and answers that Libby Lee shot with her 3 of her own.
Liberty Hill lighting it up from outside. They're going to have to keep that up to make a dent in this 10-point lead. Grizzlies aren't backing down.
Timeout. Coach Mann says that's too much standing around. And so he's got to bring in the players, have a little discussion with them. We'll stay right here. It's been a great matchup so far. So Coach Lang's got his hands full with the way that defense has been pressuring the Panthers on the outside, not letting them get in, not letting them, I used to call crack the egg. You won't let them get inside the paint, you know. And it's when action starts to happen, when you can do that, when you can start getting inside a little bit. But the Grizzlies have been keeping them outside, and, man, advantage defense Grizzlies so far.
Well, I think the Grizzlies may have caught Liberty Hill by surprise. This would be a good timeout. Even though the Grizzlies took it, good timeout for the Panthers to focus on that low post move that the Grizzlies have started to show the second half. Again, they've gotten 3 second chance opportunities, one of which ended up being a three-point play, and another one, an outside jumper from beyond the arc. So see what adjustments both teams make as we enter back into the midway point of the third quarter.
Will you zip up that bag right there to your right, Sean, or take it off that seat? That bag, that black bag, zip it up at the top. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. All right. 3:44 left in the third quarter. Williams with the ball over to Lee as Okolo's working hard against.
Offensive
Very
foul.
nice. I was going to say working really hard against Evie Bruce, and she kept backing herself down into the lane, and officials saw 3 seconds. So
still plenty of time left in this game. A little over 11 minutes left to go. See if the Panthers can chip away. Don't need it all in one possession.
Stemmons with the ball, drives in, right over Okolo. Rebound by Mundy. Mundy turns around and shoots, but gets it blocked. Robbins with a good recovery. Knocked away by the Grizzlies, and it's been another turnover by the Panthers.
Very few easy shots for the Lady Panthers. Just a tough lockdown defense by the Grizzlies.
Okolo with an attempt on the outside, had her feet turned kind of towards the bench and tried the little cross body shot, but it was rebounded by Mundy, and here come the Panthers. Lindsey Bullock with the balls had a good night tonight.
She
Knocked
really
down
has.
a couple of good three-pointers right when they're really needed. Williams with the reach in, knocks it out. Evie Bruce looks to make a move down low, goes over Okolo, puts it in for 2 points.
Tough shot. That was really, really great defense, but even better offense by Bruce. Great low post move and a tough shot over the outstretched arms.
Okolo goes over on the left side and gets fouled by number 23, Renee Stemmons. That is her second foul. That's going to bring Okolo to the line. That's the second foul for the Panthers in this quarter. I don't know if you know this or not, Sean, but if they get to 5, then everything's just 2 foul shots.
I did know that, but thank you for sharing because there may be people out there who don't.
Yeah. And then they reset it for the fourth quarter.
You, sir, are correct. Great basketball
I was kind of wondering
IQ.
if that is if that's for the state of Texas only, or if that's across the nation, or
That I do not know.
is that high school basketball all around? So maybe somebody can chime in and let us know. You can reach us at Vype Live. Oh.
Gabby tried the backdoor cuts. Good defense by the Grizzlies as she popped back out. The pass went off her shoulder. Turnover yet again, back to the Grizzlies.
Every possession matters in these games. When you got two good teams playing, it's every possession. Nice drive there by number 40. Who banked
great
her way
shot.
off the backboard, but it was a great drive.
Good job by the Panthers yet again. They had 4 ladies in the paint and were able to secure that rebound. Nice.
You know,
cut.
That's a great play. That is a great play by Coach Lang as he saw it backdoor like that every time. So the defense is coming out and double teaming, and you just get the screen to come off of the top of the key and roll all the way down underneath the bucket. And
Absolutely.
Mundy saw it.
And it was a great lob pass by Gabby Mundy as well to get it over the defense. Yet again, one and done. Good job by the Panthers to hold the Grizzlies to one shot.
33-41 with 25 seconds left. Renee Stemmons at the top of the key, sees it and buries it for 3 points.
Gabby is definitely the straw stirring the drink. The offense typically runs through her as a point guard. She's made 2 great assists in the last 2 possessions.
Williams with her 7th three-point attempt.
3
7th
seconds
miss.
left.
Mundy goes down and tries a layup right in front of Lee, who blocks it before she gets there. But what a comeback by your Lady Panthers. 36-41. We're going to hear from a sponsor, but we'll be right back here in the fourth period.
The Hill Country home for over 40 years, living in Burnett, Georgetown, Leander, and Liberty Hill. With a family history of business ownership in the area, Scott and Laura Lindquist continue the family heritage with ASP Storage. ASP Storage offers open-air units, covered units, and pull-through units on their storage property in Bertram, Texas. ASP Storage, 3269 County Road 321 in Bertram, Texas. Call 512-528-9044 or online at aspstorage.com. ASP Storage. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook.
You look really good. You look really good on TV.
Okay, throw your fours up because, hey, we're headed into the fourth quarter. And there'll be a lot of action here coming down the end if this is anything like that third quarter was. We got 8 minutes. We have ourselves a 5-point game, and we've got the Panther basketball right now. So Lindsey Bullock's throwing it in. Looks like the starters have stayed in the game the entire second half so far. Nobody's been substituted out from the Panthers yet. Big reach in by 40, and right in front of the official, right in front of this crowd. I can't believe anybody would say that wasn't a foul. That was the crazy part. You could see it clearly right on the camera. I know you could.
I got to
the
tell
official
you.
was right there.
Sorry, Matt. That is one of the most thankless jobs is the officiating position. But they
Right.
all 3 of the men in stripes tonight have done an outstanding job. We got to give them credit.
Good drive in there by Lindsey Bullock right at the free throw line. Just missed it. That's somebody who's been a little bit more quiet in the second half so far is Hernandez. Evie Bruce with the steal, knockaway. Nice bounce pass over to Mundy and then slapped away by Okolo. Just slapped it into the...
Grizzlies did a great job getting back on defense to prevent that. First of all, a shot by Bruce, and then the low post shot by Mundy.
Stemmons on a shot on the outside, going halfway down off the bank, and then just came rolling out of there.
Oh, in and out for sure. Tough break. It was a good look. We have ourselves a game, my friend.
Right in front of the official, and Coach Mann says, I need a timeout. This looks like slow offense. I don't know why they slowed things down, but they did. Hey, we'll take it with them here on Vype Live. Thank you for joining us.
The Standard on Vaughn, a beautiful restaurant located in the heart of Bertram, Texas, featuring a full mixology bar and menu offerings including hand-select and house-cut steaks. They also offer private party and event space. The Standard on Vaughn is the place to be. Open Wednesday through Saturday. Free live music every weekend. The Standard on Vaughn, 145 East Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. TheStandardOnVaughn.com.
So let me ask you, Sean, what do you think Coach Mann called that timeout for?
Well, I think we were talking about this in the timeouts. The Grizzlies seem to have taken their foot off the gas just a little bit the last few minutes, and they've become a little bit stagnant, maybe complacent on offense. You would think that they would go back to what got them the 13-point lead going into the half, as hitting the outside jumpers, moving, and being really aggressive on both the offensive and defensive boards. We'll see if that happens here.
We'll pass over to Williams at the top of the key, but then she hands it right back to Lee. Big shot there by number 40, who buries that one, was waiting for that ball down in the corner.
And I think we got our answer there. Good ball movement, and they found the open three. The lead is now back up to 8.
Here comes Robbins over on the right in the center of the lane with a left-handed shot. Just went off the backboard. They've got to answer with some points in order to stay in this one.
Still plenty of time. 6:10 left.
Official doesn't like the body check on Bruce to Okolo, and so he calls a foul. That'd be Bruce's third foul.
My apologies, viewers, on the camera angle. We are at a low setting, and it's hard to keep the entire court in frame.
Offensive rebound there by Lee, and goes throw it back up, but just got hit to the ground. But anyway, it's still their ball, so it's still Grizzly basketball. It's going to be baseline out as Lee throws it in. No, not baseline out. It's going to be sideline out. Because that's where the ball went out of bounds at there. Well, they've shut down Hernandez, number 20, who...
Yeah, I think she's had one shot in the second half so far.
Good rebound by Robbins. She's looking for a little bit of help. Here come the Panthers. See if they can put 2 in the bucket right now, or 3 maybe. Missed that back door because it was there.
Simmons wanted it.
Retreat. One shot and done, as there was a shot from the outside by Stemmons and just no rebound to be had by the Panthers.
Not great ball movement that possession for the Panthers. A lot of standing around.
Good rebound by the Grizzlies.
And they will kick it out, run some clock. Or not.
Good block by Evie Bruce as she comes out and defends number 40 and knocks it out of the air.
Still plenty of time left, 4:45 remaining, but the Panthers have got to get a move on.
Plenty of shots by the Panthers, just nothing's been able to fall right now. So they've not taken advantage when it's time.
They've
4
definitely
minutes and
cooled
30
off
seconds
a little
left.
bit, but the aggressiveness, getting the rebound, the putback, and Stimmons getting hacked will have a shot to cut into lead with 2 free throws.
First one hung on the rim, doesn't quite roll over. I thought he'd get the shooter's roll. Second one goes up and goes in, and gets him a little closer. So maybe now that the ball will actually go into the bucket, now we can work on that 7-point lead. A lot of dribbling on the outside by Lee. Throws it over to Okolo. Okolo sees it at the top of the key. A jump shot and says, in your face. She did that little move like thought that was going to be an answer back by Robbins, but it wasn't. Stimmons with the basketball. Not sure what the official saw there.
It's like a hold down the arm. But we're, again, because of the consistent outside shooting for the Grizzlies, back up to a 10-point lead. The Panthers have their work cut out for them. Under 4 minutes to play now. We'll see if they can knock into this deficit, chip away at it.
Good to have somebody like this in your district as you start to head into the state playoffs. You definitely need some tough competition to see where you're at, really gauge yourself. The Grizzlies have done that for the Panthers. Okolo with the ball on the right-hand side. As there was a good steal by Lee. Okolo goes up. Evie Bruce working hard down on the baseline and just can't quite get it away from her. Robbins comes out, and here comes Josie Perkins, and number 12 comes into the game for the Panthers. That's Caitlin Olds on defense right now against Okolo. Looks like they're going to stay in a 2-on-2. Going to try to pressure it up high much as they can in order to get the ball away from the Grizzlies. Good dribble, pass. Hernandez sees it. Tries to make a shot of it. She's gotten a little colder here in the second half. Well, the Panthers' last ride, 2:40 left, down by 10. Going to need some shots to go in.
Taking a lot of time on this possession, too, to get the shot up.
And it's one and done. One shot rebounded by Libby Lee, and then it is the Grizzly basketball headed the other direction. Coach Lang starts to bring in a substitution, number 33, Richardson. Maybe sees the body language and wants to make a change.
Tough screen there on Monday. She fights through. I think the Grizzlies are content to just milk the clock a little bit here. Find an open shot if they can get it, which they do.
Good rebound by Olds. She clears the boards, and here comes Mundy down the court. Over on the left-hand side, kicks it over to Josie Perkins. Josie Perkins sees it, sees a wide open shot.
But
the official saw Mundy step out of bounds, then come back in and get the rebound. She was the first one to touch the ball after she entered back into the court of play. So she was out of bounds and then came back in bounds.
We see the official explaining that to Coach. I don't know if he liked the answer, but that's the answer he's going to get.
Well, we'll take it here with them as there's a timeout on the court. Thank you for joining us on Vype Live.
Globe Theater in Bertram, Texas, a hometown hideaway established in 1935, blends modern conveniences with historic Art Deco architecture. The Globe Theater now features live music, classic movies, and special events. Come out for the day, the night, or the weekend. This is a must-see destination in the Hill Country. Globe Theater, 132 West Vaughn Street, Bertram, Texas. Online at globetheatertx.com.
Thank you for joining us here on Vype Live. It is Grizzly basketball as the Panthers got to play some tough defense here as they try to trap the ball coming down the court.
Under 2 minutes now. Panthers have to make a move. They went full court, picking up. Grizzlies do a good job of breaking the press, though.
Official sees something down below, and looks like he calls that one on Josie Perkins. That's Josie's first foul of the game. That's the team's third. Both teams have 3 fouls, so a couple more to go before we get to the 2-shot fouls. So this one's for free if she just gets her. At some point in time, at a 10-point lead, you got to foul. I mean, at some point you have to, right?
You really do.
I mean,
they're going for the
no
steal.
reason to do it down with like a minute left.
They keep going. It's good defense, but Grizzlies are content to just pass the ball. You're right, Matt. They got a foul.
And then somebody will see it, and they'll foul with like a minute left in the game with 10 points down. Forty goes in, contested by Josie Perkins. I think she had her eyes closed, but she threw it in off the bank, and it goes in. One shot and done. For the Panthers, and the Grizzlies with the ball back again. Well, for any team moving forward in the playoffs, both teams are going to see now. Here's the foul with 42 seconds left. And there's another one to go too before it's a 2-shot foul, an opportunity to get the ball back.
Grizzlies content to play keep away.
Yeah. 30 seconds left, 35 seconds left, I should say. Good contested shot there, but the Panthers will take over now. Coach Mann still coaching it up even after a good play by number 40. Mundy goes crashing in, knocks it in for 2 points. Good shot there by Mundy. With 17 seconds left. Steal there by Oles, who makes a little pump fake. And just misses it. Keep the ball away, and it looks like it's going to be possession. Richardson comes over and fouls number 40 as she'll go to the line here for her.
Well, the Lady Panthers did not quit. That's one thing about this team. They definitely have a lot of grit, determination, and pride. They kept fighting to the end, but with 3 seconds left, a 10-point lead, and 2 free throws. Unfortunately, this one is going to go the way of the Lady Grizzlies, but a valiant effort again by the Panthers and a great game by both teams tonight for sure.
With 3 seconds left, I want to give a special thank you to Coach Clary, who's helping us out on the other end. Suna Venkat, Q&A, and technical director. Thank you very much to Sean St. Clair, videographer. I appreciate you coming and being part of this program. And, hey, thank you again, folks, for joining us here on Vype Live as the home team says goodbye to the second loss to the Grizzlies. So Thank you again for joining us here on Vype Live.